time. Stevenson Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations. Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket. Lace up your skates and join Lincoln Stars head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they introduce you to special player guests and give you the latest news and results from across the USHL. Here are your hosts, Rocky Russo and Alex Fern.
Another week of Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Alexander Fern is always joined by the head coach of the Lincoln Stars, Rocky Russo. After last week off, but the Stars have been playing really well over our last 7 games. Rocky, how are we doing on this a gorgeous Tuesday evening?
I'm doing great, Fernie. How are you?
I'm all right too. It's sunny out, which is good. It's good for the mind. So
it's been a nice couple days here. Sunday, Monday, here again Tuesday.
Bit of a change of pace from all the rain that we got when we were in Michigan this past weekend.
Yeah, this is a little bit of what do we call a fake spring?
Yeah, I feel like we've had like 3 fake springs already this year.
Yeah, I think we might get another cold snap, and hopefully that's it. As long as it doesn't bring any snow. I'll be all right with that. But I was walking around my neighborhood yesterday, and like some of these people's lawns are like bright green already. I wanted to go knock on the door and say, "What are you doing to your lawn? This is crazy talk." I take a lot of pride in my lawn.
Yeah.
Bernie. You're gonna realize that, and mine's dormant now, which is fine, but like literally bright green. I don't know, it's crazy. So I gotta do a little bit of homework and figure out what I'm not doing right. And if there's any callers out there that have any secrets to the fertilizers or whatever it is, call in and let me know, because I need to have the best lawn in the neighborhood, or else I'm underperforming.
Are you a push mower guy? Have you always been a push mower guy, or what's your?
I mean, when I was a kid, my parents grandparents had a big yard, and so my grandpa had a riding mower, but I had a non self-propelled mower when I was in Amarillo. And we moved here, and my lawn is much bigger here than it was in Amarillo. And I finished cutting the lawn the first time, and I kind of laughed. I said to my wife, I think I'm going to go buy another mower, because I need at least a little bit of assistance with the backyard. So went and bought a new mower. She's kicking, doing great here after 5 years here in Lincoln. But that's I almost pulled it out yesterday. There was some leaves that are still in the backyard, and I got the grill out yesterday to make some chicken quesadillas, and the kids actually played in the splash pad. It was so nice, and I fought the urge to get the mower out, but if we have too much more of this weather, I'll be mowing the dead grass here before we know it.
Bubba in Lincoln says it depends on what type of grass you have. Also, you need a professional guy to come out and do your fertilizer applications.
You know what? I've been doing it myself, and I think he's right. And anybody got good recommendations? Anybody want any fertilizer companies out there want to partner with the Lincoln Stars? Let me know, and we can certainly drum up a deal.
Well, he says he knows a guy. So
all right. Well, Bubba, reach out to Alex, and let's connect here, because I need to get this lawn going.
afern@lincolnstars.com for any inquiries.
Any of your fertilizer inquiries, please reach out to Alex.
Oh boy, let's go ahead and talk about the success that the Stars had this past weekend up in Muskegon. Big 4 points for the Stars as we kind of jockey for a home playoff spot down these final now a handful of games. Rocky, big weekend for you guys up in Muskegon. Of course, the wins 5-2 on Friday, 4-2 on Saturday, a couple of empty net goals, two really close kind of playoff type games. What'd you make from those two up in Michigan?
Great effort by our guys. Details, sticking to the game plan, sticking to the identity, and kind of frustrating a very good opponent. They weren't able to get done what they wanted to get done, which I think was a tribute to our guys just not veering off the path and sticking to it. And they got a guy on that other bench that's got a lot of experience here in Lincoln, and Jim McGroarty, and so it's fun to beat a guy that's had so much success here. Got a ton of respect for him, obviously, and what he was able to do with the Stars when he was the head coach, and his son, technically the first Lincolnite to be a National Hockey League draft pick, and he's got games in the NHL already. So pretty cool there. And obviously we were chatting on Thursday, and my son, born here in Lincoln, we'll see what his future holds 18 years from now. Maybe he'll be number 2. We'll see. But it was fun to beat them, because that's a great environment. They do a great job there with that club, and we're 5-1 against them in the last 3 years, actually, which is cool. So good to get on the road with the guys. We got to get to Chicago, practice there, have lunch with Mr. and Mrs. Fernandez at their house in Chicago, outside in the suburbs, and then go the rest of the way. So really fun trip for the guys. Obviously the results that we were hoping for, and rolling it into another big weekend.
You talked about NHL scoring. Can we, I don't want to bury the lead. We got to talk about Dominic Shine and what he did in his first NHL goal the other night for the Detroit Red Wings. What a story for him. Over 150 USHL games, 4 years here in Lincoln, played 4 years at Northern Michigan, played 10 years in the American Hockey League, gets his break, first NHL
32
goal.
years old.
Yeah,
already?
32 years old, and he gets his first NHL goal.
It takes a lot of patience to stick it out in the American League that long. It's a grind playing. It's the equivalent to AAA baseball, essentially. And at some point you reach that frustration where you're not getting that opportunity, and you can make a living there, obviously, but you're not making what you'd make in the National Hockey League, obviously, but Dom sticks around, gets himself an opportunity finally, and makes the most of it. It's another successful Lincoln Stars story, and certainly something we're very proud of.
Yeah, and he'll be part of our alumni spotlight on Thursday, which it's always cool to see those kinds of stories, because it's something, you see. Of course, we know in our little neck of the woods all these former Lincoln Stars that are finding success, whether that's in the college ranks, whether that is in the professional ranks. But seeing a guy get the recognition in the professional ranks from his peers, from the media teams up in the National Hockey League for that story, it's a really cool moment. It's big for the Stars. It's big for the USHL.
Yeah, it's great, and it's a awesome story of perseverance and just continuing to stick to your goals. And there was some other stars in the news. Obviously, I know Noah Laba scored a goal last night, but Aiden Thompson traded at the deadline, last trade of the deadline, from the Chicago organization over to the New York Rangers, rejoining Noah Laba. I'm sure that Tomper's probably reporting to Hartford there, but the opportunity to play in the National Hockey League hopefully is a little bit better for him there in New York than it was in Chicago. And what a good player Aiden is, and somebody that just is so passionate about the game and wanting to play at the highest level. And I think I actually think write this down and let's come back to it in a couple years, but I think he's one of those players that's going to be a better NHL player than an American League player. And I've had a lot of guys tell me, when I played in the American League, it was a challenge. I got to the NHL, it was easier, and it's easier because guys are smarter. And when you play with really smart players, they're always 5 feet in the right direction. And I played or coached with Jeff Brown, who played for Hartford, played for Vancouver, lost in Game 7 of the 94 Stanley Cup final to the Rangers. And that's what he said. He did a little bit of time in the American League, and he was like, my time in the American League was harder because guys don't think it as much as they do in the National Hockey League, and everybody's 5 feet in the wrong direction at the lower levels. They need to support pucks. They need to be above it, below it, whatever it might be. And at the NHL level, they're there. And Tomper thinks it that way. He competes that way. He makes plays that way. And so, as long as he's willing to stick it out, I suspect he gets his chance. And when he does, I think he'll flourish.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun when we get the opportunity to see that. Of course, me as a Blackhawks fan, I'm a little sad to see it happen, but you always wish the best of success for the former Lincolnites.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's one of those things, and a lot of guys kind of they end up getting drafted in the wrong situation, and they're deep down a depth chart.
And the young guys in Chicago with Nazar and Bedard and those guys as well. I mean, like those are their forward group is so young.
Yeah, but I think he fits in with that. Yeah. And the biggest thing is I'm not sure that a lot of people recognize the B game that he has. He could be a third line center and kill penalties and block shots and win draws. And I just don't know if he has the size for that. And I think it might be top 6 or bust for a kid like that, where Lob's much bigger player, can play bottom 6, can kill penalties, can ease his way into the league. And then the offensive side can start to come along. So I really like Aiden a lot, and I enjoyed coaching him, and I'm hopeful that he gets his opportunity.
You talk about the B game in that sense, a guy that we've talked about ad nauseum this season, Alex Pelletier, 44 goals on the season, 10 away from tying the single season goal scoring record. Not out of the question yet with 8 games left. Of course, what kind of ceiling do you feel like a guy like he has, where you've said like that B game that he can always go to, being a middle to bottom 6 guy with a really good penalty killing motor?
He's big enough. He's a good enough skater. He's got a pro mentality with the way he approaches it every day, and he can play anywhere in your lineup. He's talented enough to play top 6. He's gritty enough to play bottom 6 or middle 6. He can kill penalties and play an energy role. He can create and score and play on the power play. So I think that when his career is done in college hockey at Boston College, that you're going to see him get the opportunity to play significant pro hockey.
Yeah, and keeping the thing going on Boston and Boston colleges, not just Boston College, but Boston University. We've got a player that's going to be heading there in a couple of seasons. Will Prowse announcing his commitment to go play college hockey at BU.
Yeah, really excited for Will. Obviously, things didn't work out with Princeton, and it wasn't wasn't that Will didn't want to go there. It wasn't that Princeton didn't want him. I think it was there was some things in the way that were making it challenging for him to be there next year. And so he kind of had to make the choice of, do I roll the dice and figure out whether this is still an option next year, or do I just open it back up? And ultimately, after conversations with his family, he decided to open it back up. And the first thing he said to me when he did it, he goes, "I'm in no rush to go to school. I'd love to be able to come back here again next year." And so, I started making some phone calls, talking to some schools, and schools obviously took notice that he was available again. I actually reached out to Ryan Sykes and said, "Hey, Prouser's available." And so he was able to get that kind of circulating on social media.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, he's a USHL writer on the social media platforms.
Yeah, so he was able to get it circulating on social media as well. And BU had been chatting with him a little bit. They came out and watched him on Friday and offered him on the spot. And I think he was already comfortable with the situation, knew what it was all about, knew that they wanted him back here for another year, and he was excited about all that. And he was able to kind of solidify that commitment, and so he can, now he can just focus on hockey down the stretch and into next year, and know that his student athlete opportunity when he leaves here is all wrapped up.
Do you feel like anybody would put extra pressure on themselves knowing they have that kind of brass watching them in the building like that?
Some kids do, especially the guys that are dealing with the NHL stuff. I've had guys that have been interviewed by every single NHL team, and they know they're there watching them every night, and you feel the incredible pressure of, I just made one mistake, and there goes my chance for Team X to draft me, or
everything's kind of magnetized in that sense.
Yeah,
or magnified.
Magnified. Yeah, I didn't have the best game. I didn't have the best interview. I didn't this. I didn't that. And so it's a lot of time for me to sit and talk to them about, hey, we can't make this bigger than it is. Some guys handle it exceptionally well. Adam Kleber, for instance, was, just kind of rolled with the punches and went through his interviews, played the same way every night. Didn't matter who we were playing, where we were playing, just played the same way. And you don't have a lot of control with it. You could get drafted high, you could get drafted low, you cannot get drafted at all. Noah Lobot never got drafted. Didn't seem to affect him very much. He did get drafted in the 4th round, but he was never on the central scouting list.
Yes.
He was never on the central scouting list. Aiden Thompson was never on the central scouting list. So, and there was guys that were on the central scouting list that never did get drafted. Michael Mastrodomenico never got drafted. Was on the central scouting list. Now he's the captain at Notre Dame. I've had 16 NHL teams call me about him.
Yep.
He's going to get signed this year. He's going to get to play in the NHL. And so, it doesn't matter whether you go in the draft. Certainly it's a nice feeling. But Joe LeMay said it best. He was a 4th rounder to Washington when he was here. And he goes, just a logo next to my name doesn't mean anything. Isn't going to get me there or not get me there. It's up to what I do for the next 4 or 5 years to give myself the opportunity to get there. And, that'll be a situation that these guys are presented with. Either you're drafted or you're not. Doesn't matter. You want to play in the NHL, Dominic Shine, you find your way, right? And you're going to stick with it, and you're going to tread water longer than a lot of other guys until you finally get your chance.
Perseverance, number one.
Absolutely.
Yep. And you talk about those guys that are kind of on their way into professional hockey, some guys that are on their way into junior hockey, a couple of affiliate players joining the Stars for these next couple of games for the end of the season. You think of guys in the past that have joined you late. Brady Cunningham, one of the guys last year, an affiliate player. Emery Ibsen at points this year as well. He's been a consistent part of the team for most of the second half, but came in as an affiliate player, played that game. You got a couple of affiliate players coming in this week, and what can you say about those guys?
Yeah, you'll see, we've seen Caden Danya here already. He'll be back, but we've got some other guys in right now. You've got KJ Sauer, you've got Cole Bronchausen, you've got Lincoln Ayers Assad, and those are guys that we're really high on that we drafted over the last couple years. KJ's a big time NHL prospect. KJ was actually supposed to be on the team this year.
Yeah.
He got injured in the state tournament last year for Andover High School, had to have surgery, and the timing of when he was recovering was right around Christmas time. And we kind of all agreed between our staff and his family that he was going to go back and finish the high school season and kind of get his legs back underneath him. And he had a great second half to the year for Andover. And now he's joined us. He's a 6'3"
behemoth,
205-pound center that has a ton of pro ability and potential. The frame is there. The kind of the nastiness is there, but he's talented. He can skate. He can make plays. He competes. He's got a good brain. The other guys, Lincoln and Cole are similar. Lincoln's probably 2 inches taller than Cole, but they're talented. They're workhorses. They can really skate. They've got good heads on their shoulders. And so it's exciting when, this time of year, you can bring some of those guys in and get their feet wet a little bit. And we've been able to have our affiliates in and out here throughout the course of the year with some practice. Obviously, we're able to get some guys in games when the situation arises, but we'll get those guys in a game this weekend, and then we'll have a couple black aces with us. We like to call them in our office that'll spend some time with us during the playoffs and get their feet wet and kind of know what that experience is like. And we'll figure out who that is as we go along and figure out what we need. We don't want to carry more than we need, but we do want to make sure we have enough. And we ran into some injuries last year down the stretch, and I think that obviously had a lot to do with us kind of coming up short. But it's all hands on deck right now. And if you can help us win games down the stretch and in the playoffs, then we want you to be a part of it.
And something that's kind of came to light over these past 6, 7, 8 games for you guys has been those first year stars starting to kind of find the score sheet. Drew Nelson, the guy that's played a lot of junior hockey, he'll be on the show here in a little bit, has been, a propagator of offense, been really good in the plus minus column over the past couple of games. Will Corton has been putting pucks in the back of the net lately, been playing some good power play minutes for you guys. Even guys like Emery Ibsen +2 in that game on Saturday against Muskegon, Nathaniel Poole, Brady Sloper, your defensive players like that. Nate Pedersen playing his first full year in the USHL, one of the, better up and coming forwards in the league. Talk me through just the, those first year stars beginning to kind of drive offense for you guys and being able to kind of mold into the players that you've wanted them to be all season long.
Yeah. I mean, look at Peds. Peds has 27 or 28 points this year as a first year 08, still should be in high school, playing top 6, playing power play, killing penalties at times. And so there's a reason why he was our first round pick in phase 1 2 years ago. And Nick was a big fan of his, and obviously he's been a great player for us. But, there's these other guys are figuring it out and they're coming along. And, obviously now's the time to really take your game to the next level. We've got 8 regular season games left in playoffs, and what you do in the second half of the year and the last quarter of the year and the playoffs are going to be what we remember when it comes to picking the team next year. And, nobody's spot's ever guaranteed here. You've got to come in and earn it on a daily basis, and you've got to earn it year to year. And so, my hope is that the guys that are eligible to return are chomping at the bit to prove that they can take the next step in their development and be a part of the solution as we continue to try to chase a Clark Cup.
Yeah, and right now in a 4 seed, Rocky, last year the Clark Cup champion was a 4 seed, so you're not in a bad spot at all right now either.
No, we're not.
Sorry.
We're not. It's one of those things where we've been a little streaky, and it's good to be streaky in the right direction late in the year, and we've won I think 6 out of our last 7, and we've got 8 left, and it's we can't focus on 8. We have to focus on 1. We're focused on the Des Moines Buccaneers on Thursday, and we know how important those 2 points are. They're obviously chasing to jockey for position in the standings. They've got a couple games in hand on us, and so that's a big one for us to try to make sure that we create a little space between them. They're also a potential first round opponent, so you're every game now down the stretch is somebody that you could potentially see in the playoffs, with the exception of the 2 Omaha games. But those are rivalry games. You throw the standings out the window, and they're trying to play spoiler in those situations. So we have to make sure that we're dialed in for that game. But right now it's Des Moines, and that's the only thing we're worried about.
Yeah, 3 games this weekend for Lincoln. Play at home on Thursday against Des Moines, off Friday, home against Sioux Falls Saturday, then playing Sunday at Omaha. What's that like, having that random Friday off day thrown in there? Because we haven't had many of those this season.
No, we've only had a handful of Fridays off, and certainly it didn't include a Saturday, Sunday rolling right behind it.
No.
But it affects our practice week a little bit. It affects our kind of the way we manage, especially coming off such a long road trip.
Yeah.
Normally we probably wouldn't have skated on Monday after the long trip, but I wanted to get the guys out of bed, get them moving, get them on the ice on Monday, because I knew we were going to play on Thursday, and then we'll taper it back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a really light day, a lot of puck touches, but not a lot of physicality. And then Friday we'll see how Thursday goes and what we need to work on. I suspect Friday's going to be short, but it's going to be specialized in what we're working on when it comes to some 4-on-3s, some face-off stuff, some little details that we need to really be sharpening up as we head down the stretch and into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been fun to kind of witness the, not necessarily, I get to, whenever I'm heading up to the booth to fix something or try to test something out, I get to see what you guys are doing in practice. But, just seeing that kind of how, I don't necessarily want to say you're going at it, 100% full bore every single day, but seeing the specific regiments that you guys do. Okay, one day you're dedicated to this, the next day you're dedicated to that. It's really a full kind of well-oiled machine in that sense.
Practice. And I've evolved so much when it comes to how I run a practice, and I have buddies reach out and they're like, "Hey, do you have a drill for this or a drill for that?" And what drill do you use when you're doing breakouts or when you're doing side changes in the ozone? And we've gotten to the point here now where it's just you set up a situation and you practice the situation. Today we spent a lot of time working on our breakouts and our retrievals, and we did it from different points of view and different perspectives. We did it from a first touch off of a shot and a rebound. We did it from a line rush against. We did it from a regroup against. So they're not drills per se. It's not skate here, catch the pass, skate there, shoot. It's read and react, understand situational responsibilities, and being able to have the puck move quickly and react to it, and be on the same page, communicate, puck support, et cetera, et cetera. And that goes back to the conversation earlier about those 5 feet in the NHL, and we need to be in that area where we're in the right 5 feet, where we're supporting pucks, where we're advancing pucks. And we talked a lot today about our spacing on our breakouts, and our middle guys are getting a little bit too far outside the dot line, which makes it easy for one guy to cover two of us. And there's just a lot of little nuances when it comes to the game in order to really execute at the highest level.
Yeah, and I remember that's one of the first things that I remember you saying, like when my first couple of days at the office. I remember kind of walking past a practice, and you guys and I think one of the things you said was the difference between now here, the ECHL, the AHL, and the NHL is all 10 feet.
And that's it is like, it's the hockey IQ that allows a very high end player to be in the right spot is going to get you from here to college, from college to pro, from mid-level pro to the National Hockey League. And at some point, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Your talent will get you there. Your brain will keep you there. And so guys that are less talented but have elite brains will play this game for a very long time and collect big paychecks because the brain is so valuable. And if you're always in the right spot, if you're always putting the puck in the right spot, if you're always on the right side of things when you're defending, if you have great stick details, right? Nothing drives me crazier than when players play with their stick in the air. And put your stick on the ice, put your stick on the puck. Make sure your toes are pointed in the right direction. Make sure you're tracking in the right way. Make sure you're under the puck, or make sure you're above the puck, depending on the situation. Those are little things that we can teach, but you have to be able to go out and execute. And this is a level, this is a huge jump where it separates players. Your brain really plays a part in your success in the USHL and beyond. You can get away with being really talented and fast and big and strong and make it to this league. If you're going to be successful in this league, you need to be able to think it.
Yeah. And, for some guys, it's such a quick jump. For some guys, it takes you 14 years if you're Dominic Shine and a former Lincoln Star as well.
Good for Dom. Proud of him. Happy for him. And happy for our organization to be able to say we've got another alumni playing in the National Hockey League.
Thank you, Rocky. We're going to go ahead and take a bit of a break. When we come back, Will Corton and Drew Nelson on Outside the Box.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevenson Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 12th annual Street Festival. The party goes all weekend long, but starts on March 14th and 15th with tons of giveaways, great Irish food, and green beer. And it continues on Tuesday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And the street party starts at 2 p.m. all 3 days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's Irish Pub, located at 8th and P.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Intermission is over. Get back on the ice with Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Alex Ferd.
Back here on Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Alexander Fern, as always, joined by, in the second half of the show, two of our very own Lincoln Stars players. But before we go ahead and get to that, we do have a quick announcement regarding our tickets for Thursday's game against the Des Moines Buccaneers. From now until midnight, use code THIRSTY, all caps THIRSTY, at checkout on our ticket page for, of course, the tickets on Thursday against Des Moines. You'll get 50% off tickets with code THIRSTY, all caps, THIRSTY, at checkout. We've got $2 domestic drafts, $4 PBR and Busch Light Tall Boys, multitude of drink specials. It's going to be a fun night at the Ice Blocks on Thursday. We're already looking at 2,000 tickets for that Thursday game already, trying to make it another night, as well as we continue to try to bolster our attendance for, of course, we want to defend that reigning Organization of the Year banner that we have up in the Icebox right now. So let's keep trying to do that. But before we go ahead and get into Thursday, we do have to continue on our show today. We've got two very special guests. We've got Will Corton down there to my far right, and we've got Drew Nelson right in the middle of both me and Quartz. Fellas, how are we doing on this Tuesday?
Good. Doing well.
Yeah. Quartz hasn't been on the show yet. Nelson has. But, fellas, it's been some good success for the Stars over the past couple of games. We've won 6 of our last 7 games, funnily enough. It's been a lot of success. Sitting 4th place in the Western Conference right now. Big sweep in Muskegon over the weekend. How are we feeling coming into this 3-game set?
I think we're feeling pretty good. We're playing some great hockey right now at the right time towards the end of the regular season here. I think our team's just really bought into the identity of being a team that's hard to play against. And we showed that this past weekend against Muskegon, who's a very good team. So I think if we can keep that going, we'll be pretty good.
Yeah, like Nelly said, I think we're playing Stars hockey and doing the right things at the right time.
And more than anything, you guys are starting to, propagate some offense, whether that's from the plus-minus column, whether that's from power, whether that's from goals, whether that's from assists, whether that's power play time as well. You guys both play on the power play recently as well. Usually you guys are supposed to be on the same unit, but you have a couple of power play points for your past couple of games, Quartz, and it hasn't come with this guy on the ice because you've been out there by yourself with the top unit.
Yeah, I know. That's been pretty cool, but no, it's been good.
Yeah, Nick Young likes to take my ice time away. He likes to stay out there for a little extra time. Likes to take a little extra time out there. So
yeah, I don't know how much you look at your plus minus, Nelly, but over your past couple of games, you're +1 against Tri-City, +3 against Muskegon. Over your past 3 games, you are +3 in plus minus. So
I did not know that.
You know what your season plus minus is?
Around 10, maybe
12. You're +12.
Oh wow.
So hey, goal and
Take it.
9 assists. That's 10 points. You're double-digit points in 34 games with that good plus minus. So hey, that's first full year in the USHL. You'll take that, right?
Oh, for sure. I think it's came too with like team success.
Yeah.
Like when the team's doing well, personal success comes along too with it. So that's helped a lot.
And you've been here the whole season too. So like you've seen the roller coaster kind of go up. It was down at the beginning with the 0-6 start. You guys have both been here the whole season. The 0-6 start goes up a little bit. Funnily enough, if it's lost in the fray. Court scored our first game on home ice, or first goal on home ice this season against Sioux Falls.
Did I really?
Yeah, first goal at the ice box. You scored.
Remember that?
I do remember it. I didn't know it was the first one though.
Far side of the net, I think to the left of the post. I don't remember the situation that it was, but
oh yeah, I think Younger shot off the end wall.
Let's go ahead and look. That was a 4-2 loss. Sioux Falls went 3 for 7 on the power play, and they had 7 power plays in that game. Good Lord. That would have been Corton from Young at 12:20 of the third period.
Yeah.
Just another gritty goal by Quartz.
Yeah.
Get around on that.
That's been kind of the identity of the team lately over the past couple of weeks, has been that gritty, kind of goal scoring. I mean, of course, you're going to have Pelletier go out there and score some pretty ones every now and then, but you're seeing a lot more of those grease pan type plays. We saw it on your power play goal this past weekend. Courts, standing in front of the net, clogging up some lanes, baseball batting a puck out of midair. Take me through kind of the grittiness that has kind of been able to find itself over the past couple of weeks. Is that coming from, the coaching staff just trying to direct you guys to get in front of the net more? Is that from, players buying into the process like that, or what's that coming from?
I would say a little bit of both. I'd say honestly the coaches are harping on us to get to the front of that. I mean, like you see, like get to the front of that, and you're gonna generate offense. But also, I mean, the guys are just buying in and taking a few punches and just going to the net, and good things happen.
Yeah, I would say too, like our team's starting to shoot to create a lot more now too.
Mhm.
Like we're shooting pucks off the pad, we're getting second chances. So I think that's helped a lot too, generate a lot of offense for us.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun to see it through that as well. This is a 3-game weekend for the Stars upcoming. We've got that game against Des Moines on Thursday. Again, code THIRSTY, THIRSTY, all caps at checkout, 50% off your tickets for this Thursday's game, 7 o'clock. Puck drop. It's an odd schedule. We got a game on Thursday. We're off in terms of games on Friday, and we play Saturday, Sunday. What is that kind of like for a player? Like, I don't know what your guys' ice schedule looks like, of course, for this week. I know usually when I get to the office, you guys are getting ready to head out on the ice, but I mean, it's got to be a little odd to have that day off thrown in the middle of 3 games.
Yeah, I think that's our first weekend where we've kind of had this kind of schedule like this. So it'll be interesting, but I think most importantly, recovery is going to be huge on that Friday, taking care of the body and just knowing that we can leave it all out there with a week of recovery after a little week off. So
Yeah, I think Nelly said it great. I mean, it is our first time with a Friday off in between after 2 games. So, I mean, empty the tank.
Yeah, and like emptying the tank, it's such an adage that's used in sports all the time when you have the final game of a weekend. But now, not necessarily with the amount of players that we've had come in over the past couple of days. Of course, the affiliates now joining with Minnesota high school hockey being up. We'll talk about high school hockey here in a little bit because you guys are both Minnesota boys. But, you see guys like KJ Sauer from Andover come in. You have an Academy of Holy Angels kid, and Lincoln Ayers Assad join the team here this weekend as well. But then, I mean, you guys both at points have been through that kind of realm where, your high school season ends. You're trying to continue playing hockey into the spring. You jump on to a junior hockey team. What is that kind of process like for, you guys? I mean, you spent time in the North American League. Just take me through kind of how that process all works.
Yeah. So, I mean, like the high school season doesn't really prepare you for what junior hockey is really like in terms of like how games are and practices. And I mean, for these kids to come in here, they really just got to be paying attention to details and stuff like that. It's little stuff that might go unnoticed in a high school hockey game, but that stuff really makes a difference here, especially at really any level of junior hockey. And I think like guys are a lot bigger and stronger, and you got to find ways to get around that. I mean, especially for me, I was a smaller guy out there, so you're just finding ways to outmuscle guys and put yourself in good positions out there. So,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's definitely different. I mean, obviously coming from a high school team, you're probably one of the top guys, and coming in, it's a little more intimidating. But I think for them just to soak up as much as they can and really learn from however long they're here.
What's this video that I just found on you about, by the way? I just saw a video of you with a full length ice selfie stick selfie from the high school tournament.
Yeah, that is me. That was from the Moorhead game last year.
What's going through your mind during that?
I don't really know, honestly.
We'll talk more about high school hockey after the break, but that's what we call a tease in the business. We'll be right back on Outside the Box.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out, run it out, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 12th annual Street Festival. The party goes all weekend long, but starts on March 14th and 15th with tons of giveaways, great Irish food, and green beer. And it continues on Tuesday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 11 a.m. on Sunday, and 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And the street party starts at 2 p.m. all 3 days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's Irish Pub, located at 8th and P.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Intermission is over. Get back on the ice with Outside the Box on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Alex Ferd.
Final segment of Outside the Box on this Tuesday, March 10th. Alexander Fern, Drew Nelson, Will Corton here with you. Austin Norman is on the controls. Something wrapped up that, always sweeps the country by storm in sports channels whenever it happens every single season. The Minnesota High School hockey tournament just wrapped up, whether it's, the pregame skates to the blue line for intros with the platinum blonde dyed hair, or it's, making, sick plays, sick celebrations. You guys both getting the opportunity. You guys played in postseason Minnesota high school hockey. How cool is that for, you guys growing up? Of course, you in Hermantown / Duluth and Courts in Lakeville. How cool is that for you guys getting that opportunity?
I mean, it's super cool. I mean, it's what every kid in Minnesota dreams of. I mean, I just remember like when I was younger, I had a brother that played on a pretty good Hermantown team. They had like Dylan Sandberg, Ryan Sandlin, all those good guys. Like just watching them growing up, like just hoping that I could get the opportunity to play in that game. And I was fortunate enough to make it a couple of times. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing like it. It was so cool.
Yeah, I think it's a very surreal experience. Like get off the bus, like under the X, and you walk in, and you're just like,
it's not the X anymore, though.
Well, the Grand Casino.
Everybody still calls it the X.
It's the X.
It's the X.
It's
though.
the X.
But
Yeah.
no, it's definitely an awesome feeling. I mean, obviously, like Nelly said, it's what you dream of. But I mean, there's not really a good word for it. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just super fun.
People are all there, just whether they're even fans of your team. The place is packed, no matter what. Like I went to the games last year, because unfortunately my St. Cloud State season was over by that point at that area. So I was just trying to find something to do to entertain myself until baseball season started and I graduated college because I didn't really have anything else to do until May. And, I got the opportunity to go there and had a lot of fun with some of my buddies. I feel bad about it now, but booing Casey Vandertop was kind of fun because, he being at Edina was kind of, I don't know. There's no Nebraska equivalent to it, I don't think, with, the way that the state tournament is in Minnesota. I mean, Nebraska state basketball is always fun to go to, which also, funnily enough, is actually this week at PBA and the Devaney Center. So if you see parking being a little bit iffy near the ice box, that's why. It's because there's state basketball this weekend or this week. But, like getting a chance to watch that as an outsider growing up in Lincoln to going to Minnesota to watch the high school tournament, like I can't imagine what that's like for you guys getting the opportunity to watch it growing up.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially when you're playing with just like for me at least, like I played with every single guy on that team from when I was a squirt all the way up. So just to do it with the same group of guys is just super cool. Also, fun fact, I was in attendance for Casey Vandertop Patrick when he was a sophomore. Never thought I'd be playing with the guy, but yeah, student section was chanting he's a sophomore, and yeah, I bet you he was loving that.
He seems like he would love those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like Nelly said. I mean, you grow up with these guys from however young, and it's just super cool.
You guys both this season playing on lines a little bit, or not? You're playing on a pair. You're a defenseman, of course. You've been with the captain Nick Young more often than not lately. You've been with two international players for most of the time over the past couple of weeks, whether that's Marine and Hibsky, Marine and Karvinen. Take me through just kind of playing with two guys that, aren't from the States, of course, you being a Minnesotan.
Yeah, no, it's definitely different, but I think it's a very cool experience. I mean, it's a different way of communication. They might not know all the English words, but I mean, you can look at them and go here, go there. And I think that's a cool part of hockey is like you can bring anyone in and
it's kind of a universal language in that sense.
You can all play together. And I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And you get the opportunity to play with the captain, of course, a Clarkson commit in Nick Young. We had him on the show last week. We had him in Eichler on the show, of the league leader in penalty minutes, of course, and in Peppa there. But take me through kind of being on a pair with the captain. What's it like being out there? What's he like on the ice? He has that C on his chest, but sometimes those guys are quiet. Sometimes they're loud. What's he like when he's out there on the ice?
Super vocal. I mean, he's just a really easy guy to play with, and it's always nice too. Like, I know if I mess up, he's there for me every time, and just him supporting me back there. He's made things really easy for me too, and just like picking his ear on things too on the bench. Like he's played in this league for a couple of years now, so he's had some great advice to give me as well. So
we were talking about Ikes earlier. Are you guys taking any fighting advice from Ikes yet, or?
I mean, yeah, after practice, I'll ask him here and there, but it's kind of hard too because I mean I'm a smaller guy, but you never know. You never know when the time comes. So
no, I definitely need to take some advice from Ikes, but
you guys haven't fought yet this year, have you? Neither of you?
Not in a game, no.
No.
Not in a game.
Oh, brother. Okay, so who's all fought? Eichler's fought. Young's fought.
Sloper.
Brown.
Sloper's fought a couple times. Griff's fought.
Cunningham
and Kohansky.
Yeah.
Kohansky's been our only forward that's dropped him this year, I think.
Loomer too.
Oh, Loomer did it.
Loomer.
He did it in the against Sioux Falls a couple weeks ago. That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. kind of threw that game out of my brain because that's the 7 and 6 of our last 7 games that we won right there. So that's the one that we kind of faltered on. But that's it's part of the game that you don't see too often anymore. You don't see them the old fashioned just drop them and stand up for your teammates, and then you have like those little scraps. And then you have when Josef Eichler drops them at center ice against Sioux City, and you get the entire rink behind you, and it's an awesome sight.
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool too. I mean, it brings energy to the bench. The guys love it. And I mean, for Lane Loomer, it was only a matter of time before that guy got one. He's a hard-nosed player, and he got under someone's skin, and he wanted one. So
yeah, that face took a bit of a beating that game too. Had to wear a bubble the next game, if I remember correctly, against Tri-City. Scored 2 goals with it though.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Lane Loomer, hard-nosed player. He's gritty, so
great player.
Not surprised at all.
And he's been playing with Alex Pelletier for most of the season. What's it been like getting a chance to watch Pelly play this season? 44 goals, leading the league, 10 away from the single season scoring record for the Stars.
I mean, it's crazy. It's every game like he scores, and it's like I'm excited, but it's like I'm not surprised ever. I'm like, oh, yep, Pelly scored, sweet. Like, yeah, it's super cool. He's such a good special player too. Like the way he thinks the game, the way he puts himself in just like good scoring opportunities or good scoring areas. So yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, I would just say he's automatic. Like, I mean, anytime he gets the puck, it's like, I don't know.
He gave you an apple the other day, though.
Yeah, he
on
did.
your PPG.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool to see. At what point did you realize, that he was having that kind of special season for you guys, for the team? Because I mean, like you see the 44 goals, but you see, he's played 3 less games than everybody else too. Like we're in game 54. I think he has goals in 44 of his 50 games this season.
I mean, yeah, like maybe just like middle of the year, we're all kind of like, is this guy gonna like cool off anytime soon? Like maybe, like I don't know what's gonna happen here, but no, he's kept it going, and he's been huge for us. So
I think it was that one stretch where he had like, what do you have, 2 or 3 hat tricks in a row or something?
Yeah,
I
think he has 3 hat tricks. I think no. Well, Loomer has 1. Pelly has 2 for sure. Hold please. I'll find this. He had 3. His last hat trick was on the 20th of February against Fargo. To put it in perspective, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 goals in his last 5 games. Oh no, sorry. He has 5 goals in his last 4 games. Apologies. Hat trick there. He had a stretch of the campaign where he has 2 hat tricks. He had 1 against Madison this season. He has 3 hat tricks. He had 1 against Madison. He had 1 at home against Omaha, and then he had that 1 against Fargo. So he's had 3 hat tricks this season, which has been insane to watch, at least from a broadcast point of view. I don't know how up front and center you guys see how excited I get when I'm on the call, but like it's, you just feel like whenever he touches the puck, it's going to the back of the net.
Yeah, I would agree too. I mean, just even like the other game, it was the first drop of the puck. We scored like
16 seconds in against Tri-City.
Yeah, I saw him coming down like
because you started that game, I think.
Yeah, he kind of burned past the defender, and I was like almost already throwing up my hands because like I knew the guy was going to score.
My voice cracked on the call too. It was bad. Yeah, that happens a lot. All right, well, fellas, thank you for hopping on. Let's go ahead and get big 6 points this weekend. How does that sound?
That sounds fabulous.
Awesome. Yeah.
For Will Corton, Drew Nelson, Alexander Fern, and Austin Norman, we're going to go ahead and sign off. We'll see you next Tuesday as Outside the Box will continue on. But before we get to next Tuesday, a reminder, use code THIRSTY at checkout, THIRSTY, all caps, to get 50% off tickets for this Thursday's game against Des Moines. We hope to see you there at the puck drops at 7 o'clock. We hope to see you there.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service